I have big horns. Cool lore, bro. Alright. Somehow that wasn't cleared. Okay. There it is. Early in the morning. Alright. Let's see if my cool strat works against the Colosseum what whooped my ass. I have all these fun new toys to play with. It's even tempting to summon multiple things, but I do have to worry about how quickly it will drain my entire bat. Would be bad. If I create a second evil summon, it probably will just immediately make both of them go dead. I guess I can also summon batteries. That is also in the cards. Wee woo. Wee woo. Wee woo. Oh. Does this work? It does. Thank you, random chunk of missing rock. Well, that didn't take me to the top at all. Yes, it did. Basically. I'm basically here. Whatever. Okay, so. Health bad. Yeah, attack up would be good. I also want my health back. Mostly. We go, and now I summon an evil into the world. Because that's fun. Punk, 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 punk. Hi. Wait, did it summon it entirely out of Zonaite? Damn it, I did it wrong. I wanted to summon out of the parts of my inventory. Why didn't I do that? That's dumb. I have to hold... Do you really have to summon all of the parts out of your inventory manually, then do that? That's... This whole system should work differently. It's just a little too finicky and annoying. Like, why is it like this? Well, don't they want you to use it? Hey, buddy. Just come on over. Your best pal is here. You did not. You did not. He just deletes things with his mind? Or his blowing? Ow. Headshot. Yeah. That was a weakened state. I probably could have done something cooler there. Stop it! Yeah! I don't know how to actually fight in this game. It's hard. Where's my defensive shield? There he is. Where is he? No, not you. Okay, whatever. God damn it. Just grab it. Well, it was kind of like doing an effective thing. He just roars and destroys your summons? That's bullying. He just gets to opt out of entire mechanics. Can I mount him? I can. Do I hit him while I'm here? I mounted him, woo. Taking damage at all? I can't tell if anything's working. Eh. Well, I'm not taking damage, so that's at least one thing that's going well. Oh god. God, it's so hard to get sight on. He keeps dodging away from me every time I try to get his shield. Does anything work? Can't tell if anything's working at all. I wish he had a boss health bar, because you could actually see if you're hurting him or not, because it's really hard to tell. God, it gives you such a false sense of the idea that you're able to dodge him, and then he just fucking... Ugh. What a frustrating enemy. So, like, when he's running at you, he looks like he's going in a relatively straight-ish line, and he can't correct that sharply, and then, like... he does, like, his first swing, and he still isn't, like... tracking you that well, and then out of nowhere he just goes and just gets straight onto you, and you're like, what? I have no gloom stuff, do I? This isn't going well. But he does his first swing while going in a relatively straight line, and then he just suddenly turns like 45 degrees instantly, and then does a second swing. You're like, okay, ooh, he just corrected himself. Guh. Guh. Okay, shield's gone. Okay, we got him. Yeah, ultimately just had... No! That's the first time I noticed there was another Lionel. Fuck. Was that that was a yeah, he's dropping regular Lionel pieces. I think that was a regular Lionel, and this is like a super Lionel. No! I'm so fucked. There are so many Lionels here, and you can't even use summons against them. Oh god. Just kill me. I don't want to do this anymore. This is... I need to have such better weapons equipped and be ready to just fight normally, I think. Yeah, I don't think any wacky, silly approaches are going to work at all. I guess a Lionel just is like big enough of a deal that I thought that that might be the whole thing. And instead there's a billion Lionels. Okay, let's find... Am I in combat? Wait. Wait, it saved now? Fuck. I really wish I had health healing items. I didn't think it would save now. God, he has so much health. That's so overkill. It's so much health that I just get bored. Like, I don't really want... The combat's not that fun in these games. If you just have to bullet sponge someone. It's fun when you're causing a bunch of wacky explosions in a room full of enemies. I wish there was a load button instead of just a continue button. Because I need to load my manual save, I think. That's interesting. I guess it didn't make a manual save, but this should be before the fight started, I think. And maybe before I wasted those resources. But I don't think I made a manual save at this arena, as it turns out. Okay, it's back when I was down here. Gotcha. Alright, turn this back into a skull. Alright, let's look at story missions. Side or otherwise. The Dragon's Tears. You visited all 11 geoglyphs and witnessed all the memories of the Dragon Tears. Afterwards, a light dragon appeared above you and shed a new tear. This is a bit of a mea culpa. I got a little distracted with that, or whatever shrine it was. I don't know how you pronounce that. Who cares? I forgot about this. Shit. So last episode would have... so 2 episodes ago would have ended with the cliffhanger of me checking this out. And then last episode I went off and did that shrine and then went off on some adventures. And didn't come right back to this climactic moment for an hour. Whoops. There's the pirate ships out there. Alright, so let's see what's probably Zelda becoming that dragon, revealing that she is in the environment right now. She's here. And Ganondorf is now impersonating her in the meantime, I believe.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes.
After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Minoru, I'm counting on you. I will restore the Master Sword for you. I will care for it until the time comes. I will pour my sacred power into it. It will be the weapon that defeats the Demon King.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You must.
Would you still love me even if I was a worm? Oh, and you're surrounded by Zelda's flower. Oh my god. There's probably someone that's like, wow, what a beautiful sight. I better leave all these here. Meanwhile, I'm like, wow, Zelda's a dragon. I should farm her scales. Well, that was exactly what we expected, but now you've seen it. Oh, unseen cutscenes still, though. Those must be like actual story cutscenes. One that's listed as 1 has not been seen. I'm guessing like 2 through 10 are the ones around the environment. Or maybe more of these are. I haven't seen 11 somehow? Why is it in that order? Oh, right, because they're not grouped. They're most likely not grouped by where you would find them. The Tear of the Dragon are the ones you discover, but there's also just real cutscenes in this game, like the Awakening. That'll just be a prequel cutscene that happens before. Although these being chronological is dubious. Maybe they're chronological from Zelda's perspective, because the Awakening would happen last. Or after all the memories. But from her perspective, it happened first. But yeah, I guess that some of these cutscenes that aren't here yet are just ones you don't unlock via this system, but are memories that take place in that order, which means there's one after this one, which I guess is the real ending. After leaving the Puripad in Mineru's care, Zelda swallows the secret stone, holding a hope for Link's future in her heart. As bright light washes over her, Zelda transforms into the Light Dragon, roaring as she ascends into the sky. Tears fall from her eyes and rain from the heavens as the Light Dragon vanishes into the expanse of clouds. Well, that's worrying. And so she is transformed, and she was here all along. Master Koga! That's one of the things that I should do. Where's the Koga quest? Adventure log. That's definitely one of the things that I should clean up. That's main story-ish by comparison. Like, obviously one of my goals is to track down any remaining shrines that I haven't gotten yet. We're trying to wrap this up, although by wrapping it up, I mean like it could be another 40 episodes, but we're thinking about what's left. We've transitioned from the stage where the game is just like an infinite expanse of new things to do forever, and it's kind of going to the territory of like, okay, we have to search for what's left a little bit, because if I just look around, I mostly will see the things I've already completed. A smart person would have cooked before I left and healed. But I did not. So we're just gonna try not to die on the way there. And if I remember correctly, these things don't heal you either. It's like when you get the light things, they reveal the area and they purge your sickness, but they don't heal you. Oh my god, this is a tall one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I can get away with some running around here. Nah. Climbing in this game is so goofy. Here, oh yeah, and here's a ledge. It's very funny to me that if you could just find a kind of slippery piece of wall, just a bit of a slope that you can kind of walk on, then even though it's a doomed prospect to stay there, the act of running against the wall for a bit does recharge your stamina. Bizarrely. Those aren't light things. That's the one I came from. Okay, so there's one here. We'll go to that one. That's a big one. Oh yeah, I see it. Enox. Alright, I see the light. I can still use more. I still enjoy the fact that your discoveries of the above and below worlds mirror each other. Because it means that the more you discover about one, the more you know about the other one. So you know the locations of the light things because of the shrines, you know about the locations of the shrines because of the light things. Which means that whenever one of them is too hard to find, you have a hint at least of what physical location it's probably hidden at. Although, particularly in the case of shrines, it might still be hidden. Uh-oh. Wow, okay. In the case of shrines, it might be hidden by a quest or something, but gives you an idea, at least, that there should be one nearby, and then you can start troubleshooting why you don't see it if it's not there. But it could also just be in a cave. Oh, there it is. Yeah, because these were up on cliffs. So now they're in holes. Because the whole thing's inverted. Like, obviously it's a bit of a shortcut that the underworld is just the overworld reversed. But it's not, but it's hard to deny that there is a certain satisfaction or, like, inherently interesting element to that. Just try not to think about the movie Us too much while you're thinking about it. And now, every monster down here matches with one of the humans. Whoa! But the environment being upside down is kind of cool because it would be in some ways less interesting if it just was a new level. Like, obviously they can put stuff on the underworld wherever they want to make it have more interesting stuff going on. Like how I don't think that there is a... I don't think that there's a, that's a statue. I don't think that there is an overworld equivalent to the Fire Temple and stuff like that. But it's interesting to be like, oh wow, yeah, this weird series of holes matches up with that island arc over there. And seeing weird geometry in the overworld lets you, like, question, like, oh, how are they going to solve that? Or how are they going to interpret that in the underworld? Like, how's that even going to be playable? How do you even get there when it's an island arc that's separated and so on? It creates a little bit of a puzzle of like, your understanding of one contributing to the other one leads to you needing to interpret how the hell even parts of it are going to work as an environment. Which teaches you things like, oh, yeah, there must be... there must be a hole somewhere for me to use or something, like over here. Because you can interpret things of like, I don't see how this environment would be accessible for gameplay purposes. So that must mean that there is an abyss to jump into in that environment to access that part of the map. Which is a bit of interpretation we had to do once upon a time. Okay. Okay, fine, I'll do the boring thing. Sigh. Climbing at normal speed sucks. Have I ever... I'm a fool. I just remembered that I have at least one piece of climbing gear. I could definitely use the climbing set. That is one of the best sets in the game, just for making climbing less of a chore. But that's how my brain do. I think that's the only one I have, yeah. Oh, this root's mad at me. Is that a bomb? It's a bomb. No. I did it. I'm very smart. Yeah, given the general shape of this game, a surprising amount of the gear and tools and stuff that I value is just the stuff that makes the game somewhat less tedious. Because there's just a handful of traversal things that have a sort of like a risk-reward system where there's a way to speed them up, but the way of speeding them up increases the chance of failing and falling or something. So I always want to just like nab up ways of not dealing with that. Because they let you jump, but jumping is energy inefficient. Okay, I can optimize this a little bit again. Give us a bit of glow. There can be surprise holes technically, but it's not super common because that would correlate with a weird like spike in the environment. This is definitely a Yiga pretending to be an explorer. The gloom got me. You're not real. You can't trick me. I don't feel like fighting you. Watch that be the real one. The only real one, because they're never real. There's no legit explorers like anywhere. Yeah, usually there's not a hole for me to actually fall into. So on my way to the path, I can actually get away with not using light. Because the gloom glows. Which is a little ironic for like some kind of darkness substance. Well, that connected a whole bunch of stuff. If only it healed you like it did, like shrines did. At least there's no sand down here. So yeah, the statues are all pointing somewhere. Oh man. That was a genuine point of intrigue the first time we came down here, is all those statues were pointing somewhere. I don't remember if they were Zora or what. But while there was a quest to follow up on where they were pointing and learn something, I actually don't remember what we learned. I don't remember where they were ultimately pointing to. Oh, I think they were pointing towards... I think they were pointing at the mine, where I learned smelting and everything like that, and like just general stuff about Zonaite, and had our first run-in with the Yiga. I think that's what it was. Huh. That's a scary hole. Oh. Oh, it looked way deeper without the environment context. That was funny. It kind of tricked me. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of statues that are all pointing to the four ends of the earth, and we don't know why those are there yet. But there was a fifth set of statues, or the first set of statues, depending on how you look at it. And those are pointing at that big location in the middle of the map. Which is where I first got into the whole economy with the batteries and everything. So these ones are all pointing... These ones might be pointing to another one of those out here. That'd be interesting to figure out. I'm here for Koga, but I'll also look into that, I think. And also just, you know, fill in these where I see them. This has kind of turned into a zone that I often spend as little time in as possible, just because... Not super exciting moment to moment. After the initial mystique. It's good to have a goal. But if I was playing this game in my free time and didn't have to worry about stumbling into major events on accident, this is the kind of place I would probably, like, mindlessly grind through and just sort of clear out and fill up the map and feel all cool. I think there's a decent number of players that just, like, made a flying machine and just kind of, like, went everywhere and filled this place in. Because there is some satisfaction to it. It's kind of a busy work thing you can do while you're multitasking. The map just very clearly telegraphs how much is left to do because of the fog of war. There's a lot of things that help you just kind of overcommit to it early on. So I think some people, I think there's a decent number of players that might just, like, hyper commit to this particular thing really early. Oh, I'm in danger. Okay, wow, that worked out better than it should have. Ta-da! Thankfully, Gloom is at least partially forgiving. But yeah, I've avoided filling this place out in my free time. Like, I've been down here months ago now, but I used to come down here and do the energy grinding to get my battery up, just so I could use inventions more interestingly. But even during then, I wasn't exploring, because I was always afraid that if I explored, I might encounter something of significance. So I don't want to run around down here and then, like, be like, whoop, ooh, the mask! It's got a muzzle. How do I rotate? Wow, right stick? There it is. Just covered in bondage chains, and you have a muzzle and antlers, and you have paws. What exactly is this supposed to look like? A I guess it's shit. I'm trying to remember if it's supposed to look like a Zonai. I'm not sure if it does. But maybe kind of. I'm trying to remember whether or not Hyrule is a Zonai or something else now. Shit. It, like, kind of looks like him and also not. But either way, it's neat looking. Might as well keep spending what I've got, since apparently I can get more battery. I don't remember how... Maybe 100 is enough? I don't remember if it's 100 or 200. I don't remember all the different numbers. You can't just steal from him, I forgot. It is always funny when they just have the resource right next to them and you can just grab it. What's this guy want? Welcome. This was once a busy refinery with a great deal of zonaite was processed. My task here is to manage designs for mining equipment. Please hold one moment. Oh, they give you schema stones. Why? It's just a support beam of concrete, I guess. I've said it before, but I wish that system just worked differently. That would be nice. Let's see, I saw a big soul, didn't I? Was that nearby? Or am I thinking of something from earlier? There it is. Grand Poe, still just 20. The Poe economy just feels all wrong in this game. It's also just the game's like 7th currency, so it's just there's so many things to just nab up. And the funniest thing is that every currency type feels more common in practice than rupees do, which you almost never reward with rupees for anything. Downwards, let me take do this. Okay. It continues to seem goofy to me that whenever they make a bundle of random Poe souls on the ground, it's often worth more than most of the high value Poe targets that make you work to get to. Because ultimately when a place gives you, when you climb all the way to the top of a tree and get 5, you're like, oh. Whenever I see a cluster of these, there's like 10 or 15 just everywhere. 20 is a little bit more on the edge. Abandoned Gerudo Mine. So here are the baddies. There's multiple big Poe souls there. Where was the... There it is. I could use a light source. Might as well do this first, though. This is 2 20s right next to each other. Or are these 5s? Oh, that's 20. I don't super remember what I might potentially even be saving up for anyway. Or if there's much to get. This does not bode well. Okay. It's right there, so it's above me. Come on, come on! Oh, fuck. Yep. They call me Earth Swimmer on behalf of my Earth swimming. Please don't go all the way to the surface. That would make me very sad. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Now that I've accomplished my goal of getting here, I might load back to the surface. Just to cook some food. Particularly ones that use any items that I've hopefully found. That might allow me to, do the increased maximum health full heal would be nice. That'd be much desired. And then we shall defeat the Koga, which at the beginning of the game I thought maybe Koga would you get an objective to chase him to the corner of the map, which is one of the locations of the 4 kingdoms. And then maybe you defeat him there, and then he goes to another one of the corners, and he just does that over and over again. Oh, everyone's here. But then once I thought about it more, I'm like, oh, no, he went to the desert because that's where the Yiga clan was based originally, was in the Gerudo.
Hey, it's President Yunobo's friend. Listen to this. I heard Princess Zelda might be in Hyrule Castle. But it's tough to see from here. Miss Pura is so lucky with that fancy scope of hers.
Though we may have a lead as to Princess Zelda's whereabouts, I cannot assist in any meaningful way. How shameful. My joints are so weak at this point that I cannot even reach the telescope where Pura is located.
Our hands are a bit tied with her in a place like that. What is it? I'm thinking right now. If you want Pura, she's up above. Don't be so hasty to climb after her that you miss a rung, okay? They're spying on the... Yep. That's the next bit of the main story, I think. So I'm probably gonna avoid it for the moment. I was just headed towards this guy because I think he might be a refinery that doesn't involve going all the way back to the tutorial. Oh hey, Link, you heard? Apparently, Pure spotted a figure within Hyrule Castle. I flew off as soon as I could try to see who it might be, but I wasn't able to discern anything, unfortunately. It might have been a false alarm. I got so worked up thinking it might be Princess Zelda. Can't you fly? No one else here can, but you could just fly. Oh right, they take away my thingy, so I can't do it here. Do it, do it, do it, do it. It is 100 each, okay. It's time to have an awkward number. Time to have an awkward number. Oh, I just finished my first cell. I actually had an awkward number before because I just had 2. Oh, the asymmetry of seeing 1 full cell and 7 uneven ones. 7 green ones. I keep trying to do the flight thing and they don't let me do it. You're just not allowed to use these powers in town.
Ah, what a fine afternoon. The Pura pad will prove to be absolutely essential to finding the princess, I'm sure of it.
Current sensor. Can't do it, look at landing. Need to upgrade to the Pure Research Lab. Please go there? Yep. East Necluda. Southeast corner. Didn't I already go there and no one was there? Yeah, it's unlocked. I can check again. Maybe will have finally gone there or something, but before just no one was there and I'm like, when do we do this? Like, please. Let me steal your resources. Let me steal your stuff. These are the fish people. Yeah, there's kind of a mix of all the different people that have helped are all here now, which is neat. And then that guy. There we go. I was looking for a cooking pot. Hey, you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see him. What? I mean, admittedly, I'm hard to recognize right now in my fursuit, but I've been here before. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Burmano. That doesn't make any sense. Being a newcomer makes it harder to spot newcomers. And they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu, we have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to full rich flavor. Take this. Wow, an apple. That was a very long black screen even after the music ended, so I thought it broke. I was really worried for a second there. I call it Burmano's Special Fruit and Mushroom Mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? It's just a normal fruit and mushroom mix. Wow. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. Why would I mix... I don't like the idea of mushrooms and fruits mixing. That doesn't sound like a good combo to me. You should try making some. Alright, sort by type. Maximum hearts, let's do that. Fuck. I misclicked. And, yeah, bananas. I always forget that bananas are an attack. It's such a mundane fruit. Why is it so good in that weird way? Yeah. By mixing types, you ruin the effect. Damn it, do I even have any more health ups? Not out of what I have memorized. Attack power, stamina. A lot of stealth ones, like almost a bizarre number of stealth ones, honestly. Mighty salt grilled prime meat. And then there's like acorns and stuff. That one's fun. Let's make it nutty, salty meat. Whoa. They were once feared to have gone extinct, but it's uncommon spot. Not uncommon to spot them. Okay. Stamina beyond its maximum limit. No, I fucked up again. I don't know. Why'd the effect go away? Stayed that time. 16 hearts! Uh-oh. I would inherently want to use it to restore my stamina, so having it also do a billion hearts, it splits the difference on what I'd want to use it for a little bit. I wish it was easier to tell what types things had. I wish there was icons. I don't really like having to memorize every single item or read through them all every single time to figure out what they do. Some of them are color-coded in a way that's helpful, but then some of them are kind of nonsensical by comparison. And like, they give you icons when you finish cooking them, so why not give me an icon at the beginning? Swim speed up. Let's just take a nap. Or do I have to specifically pay at a restaurant to heal? Link!
The blood-stained moon shines upon the land.
There we go. Yeah, everyone tries to charge you to heal your hearts, but I can just teleport to a place where I do it for free. You fools. You right fools. Alright, back to what we were doing. Didn't really successfully create maximum health ones, which is the most efficient way of healing, technically. I don't know how you measure efficiency. If I define efficiency as eating one thing to instantly heal to the full, then it's that. But I don't. The ingredients probably aren't the best to get. I'm not entirely sure how I undid the effect on that one. Oh no, right, it was the apple. Pfft, no, the banana. Good job, me. Your patrolman. Ow! I was about to say your patrolman didn't do much to stop me, but then I got hit right when I was trying to call them out, so... Be a little shameful. Hmm? It's the right hand, right? So why isn't this working? He's been trying to figure out how I did that 60 hours ago, all this time. Oh my god, his butt has so much jiggle physics. Look when he does the... Bwomp, bwomp. You back there, take over for a while. Huh? It's you again. So, Link, you just had to follow me here, didn't you? I'm doing what you did. Exactly. But it refuses to work. You tricked me. I won't stand for this. You wasted some of my time, but no more. I'll battle you, I'll beat you, and I'll steal that power back from you. Prepare yourself. You just have to have a furry's arm. I call it the stranger. Red light. Oh, he's taking off. Oh, he's going. Are my guys here? They are. You. You know why. Let's also get you just to have a shield. Oh, he's out of range. You won't be out of range forever. I'm like, I've got horrible news of how this turns out for you. You may be very high up, but you're not nearly very high up enough. I'm admittedly not sure if I'm ready to try to create a flying airship to fight him with. It does seem a little intense. Oh, he's got a gun! See, I can't launch you up. Not normally. Ah! Oh, didn't knock him down that time. Headshot. What? What? Oh! He like fell outside of range, so he just didn't do the whole get stuck in the ground thing or something. That's rude. Ow! He does not have to aim for shit. Got him. Do some proper damage. Wrap this up. Ugh. Bleh. This place has too much sand. You're only winning because it keeps getting in my eyes. So I'm going to let you off easy again. That hunk of junk construct wasn't responding anyway. Change of plans. I'm gonna poop right here. Nope. Operation Steal the Ancient Power is over. I quit. I thought that power might make things easier, but it's just icing. I'm after cake. We've been collecting mighty power source scattered all across this land, crystallized charges, and we're going to use them to restore an unstoppable weapon for the man himself, the Magnificent One. Once we do, we'll grant his wish for the end of the world. And beginning, all the same, big change. So don't need the power you stole. Our collection of crystallized charges is well underway, and the restoration of the final weapon is close at hand. We've already stripped all the resources here. If you want this empty shell, you can have it. I'm going to be swimming in crystals at the Eastern Abandoned Mine. So maybe he does just go all over the place. Now away I fly! Who's providing him with the battery to run all these machines? If the Zonai won't work for him. Is he just grabbing... Well, there should be batteries on the devices, but there isn't. Greetings. Thank you for driving out the trespassers. I overheard your conversation. You spoke loudly enough that it was difficult not to. The Eastern Abandoned Mine, that man of... Okay, no, I'm insane. I was like, just for a second there, I read it as the abandoned mine that man of is. I was like, wait, hang on. That man spoke of is likely the abandoned Linear mine. I literally stared at it thinking, why didn't they say spoke of? That's what you're supposed to say, and that is what they said. I just was an idiot. It was extremely far from here. You will not find stone guideposts to it in this area. I suggest ascending to the surface first, and may be able to find a chasm leading there in the region to the east. There are 2 chasms in the region to the east. I've already been there. I don't need a tutorial to the idea of finding a place. That person has schema stones. What's in the chest? Whoa! There's a huge one. Okay, so hunting down Koga gives you 1 battery. 1/3 of 1 battery, because of how small that goes. That's not bad, though. It's good to have access to. I'll take it. But if that's what people meant when they were hinting at the idea that there's actually a way better way to level up your battery than the way I was doing it, then that doesn't seem that valid. Just because that's not very much battery either. Because that's a whole boss fight and story beat just to get 1 pip, which is not a lot, but maybe there's an even better one later, and I'm risking spoilers by even gesturing at that, because then people will potentially say it. So don't. Well, fine. I'll find it out if it's that semi-mandatory or whatever. Schema. This one is a hovercraft. Is that a sled with a fan under it? Does that control well? I have a bad sense of how heavy things are and how effective fans will be with them. It can be hard. So they gave me all the stuff I need for it, so I might as well just build it for free. It also has a light. This thing sucks. It must only work on water or something? Which is kind of how what hovercrafts are meant to work on half the time in real life anyway. The schematic made it look like the fan was on the bottom, so I thought it was going to hover via a fan on the bottom, blowing it upward. Okay. I had a very different expectation for a moment there. Nanners. I'm hungry. All this turnover has led to a supply shortage in the bases. Do you know how hard it is to find a banana? The depths are a complete wasteland. Nothing around here seems in the least bit edible. You'd think that everyone would take that seriously and respect the ingredient and food stock, but no. That wretched new recruit ate a whole shipment of bananas the moment I took my eyes off them. From now on, I'm keeping my own supply. Glory to Master Koga. That was, I guess that wasn't a message from Master Koga. Or Master Koga also just constantly writes glory to Master Koga, which does also seem in character, so... Conclusion's incomplete. I think those are scrolls, but yeah, I saw them and thought that maybe you could read them from the distance. Alright, so what's my nearest waypoint to the next one? Oh my goodness. I have gone in a circle around this one without getting it somehow. Right, those are mountains, so that'll be a trench. Those are rivers, so aren't they like vertical walls that block you from getting around? We probably want to come in from the north as our best chance. I guess we'll see how that goes. I can probably fly across the trench. We'll just have to see if there's other barriers around. But yeah, in this particular case, I've gone everywhere around the specific spot that this one's at. I probably have, I'll probably recognize the stronghold and be like, oh yeah, it's that place. I remember that place. Because I probably avoided it because of its entrenchedness.